Hello and welcome to another episode of Claire here. Today we're going to be talking about my journey as a content creator and how we are 90,000 views away from 1 million views. I can't believe 1 million people have seen my face. What if they use AI to like make me wear Crocs or something where people can see? Ill. Episode. All right, so first things first, let's talk about why I'm not solely a natural hair content creator. Number one, it's expensive. A lot of people don't tell you this, but a lot of companies have a tendency, especially with natural hair, since our hair isn't very common. I'm pulling this up so y'all know I'm not naked, but since our hair is not really common, a lot of them have a tendency to trade product for reviews, and that's fine, but I can call T-Mobile right now and tell you that that is not a sufficient form of money. So basically, all jokes aside, it's very expensive. So unless you already have your own money set aside for buying products, or you have like a community where you guys can switch around and trade out products as well, that's the only way that you can really go through that. Also, number two, I literally have this on here as I don't want to do my hair. So let's say you're on contract. Let's say, for example, that you're on contract to do, let's say they give you hair and they trade you either a product, or they trade you hair and it's for a monetary value. Like, you have to take whatever hairstyle you have in and out, because they're just like, okay, this one's due on October 1st. We need you to review this already, or we need you to do step forward and do A, B, and C. Like, I can definitely say for sure that that piece right there can get very frustrating, expensive. And then on top of that, if you don't have a sensitive scalp, you will now have one. Because think about it, like the tension of you moving back and forth. Like, let's say you just put in box braids, but you just got to pack it for a review. And then like that's like your next one. You have to take your hair out. And me, I'm just like, if I'm looking, especially if I get the hairstyle to act correct, if I finally get the hairstyle to act correct and do what it's supposed to do, I'm not taking it out. You're gonna have to fight me. So you're gonna have to fight me. On that one, but I can definitely say that's that. So those are like the top reasons why I'm not particularly a sole natural hair content creator. Like I said, it is on my moniker, on my cover photo. That is true. I still do like upkeep, and like once I switch from this protective hairstyle to the next one, I usually do like a little breakdown video of like how I've been keeping it up, what I've been moisturizing, what the products I've been using. So I can definitely say for sure. But the 3 natural reasons why natural hair content creating, I would say, has taken a dive is, number one, is relevant. A lot of people have become, I wouldn't say a lot of people are hiding their natural hair, because I am technically hiding my natural hair right now, but a lot of people are taking care of their natural hair under their weaves. So I would say you kind of lose that loose natural hair tutorial, because of the fact that there is relevance of like, what was the point of this if we're just going to put it into another protective style? They'll watch one video and that's it. Hopefully it's yours. I can definitely say when it is relevant is when there's a new hairstyle. I can say like when boho braids, butterfly locks, soft locks, whatever locks, when all those came out, I can definitely say being a content creator for natural hair was, because it was just, like I can definitely say during that time for certain, it was definitely like good on you to be a content creator, because then like no one knew how to do these hairstyles. Like these celebrities just popped up in it, and we were just kind of like, how do we replicate? And then there would be a content creator, and then there'd be a cheaper version, there'd be a faster version, there'd be a doable version. Because some of these tutorials, I'm just like, I might as well go to the celebrity hairstyles myself and get them to do it, because the tutorial is harder. So there was a lot of that going on. Also, when the hair paint wax first started, I did my fair share of those reviews, tutorials as well. So I can definitely say those were making relevant because it was something new. And on top of it, I don't know about y'all, but I want somebody else to do it. I want somebody else to do it. So, okay, so that messes up your hair, and it also gives you moles. Okay, cool. I'm glad you did that experiment, so I don't have to do it. So that's why I said like there was like that aspect as well, of the fact that someone else can do it and you don't have to like try it yourself. Like when I first found out that certain products bled through material, they're like, dang, I wish I would have watched a tutorial before this so it could save me a lot of time. Or if a hair is like not big head friendly or whatever, like I could save myself a lot of time. So that part will be relevant. Number 2 was perfection. I feel like a lot of people only watch tutorials that are like literally perfect, and this is not because I'm a small content creator. I'm not here to beg for views. At the end of the day, I know my content sells itself, and I know I'm very talented. But I can definitely say perfection. Like, unless you do a tutorial, even if this tutorial is trash, as long as it's in 4K, shot on location, like people will watch it. Like people literally are only watching people are only watching quality content, and that's perfectly fine. But I rather go to a video where like a lot of the techniques, even with my makeup, a lot of techniques for my makeup, even for like thickening my edges, these are like from low value content creators because they don't have as many followers, but their techniques are on point. Those people, I will follow them to the ends of the earth because their techniques are on point. Also, perfect hairstyle. Like I know some people, like they literally are looking for someone who can do geometry. So let's say if it's like a braid tutorial, like they want somebody who they know is like each hair follicle is like blended. Like they want someone like that where each hair follicle, I promise you it's a light. Because I was not sneezing all day, but they want every hair follicle to be blended for them to be like, okay, this person's on point. Let's follow this person. Let's see what this person's up to or blah, blah. But I can definitely say for certain that, like, I don't know, like, that's just my opinion, but I truly feel like people are looking for perfect hairstyles. And then I also have as well the natural hair tutorials, the people who are successful at natural hair tutorials. I'm going to say it's the veterans. I'm talking about people who were BC before Kelowna. Before Kelowna, people who are already doing content, like you already have like the upper hand because you was already here. People like to trust things that have already been here, unless they're goes into my second point, unless they're a celebrity. Like I still feel like a lot of natural hair content creators felt slighted, as well as me. I feel like we all felt slighted when we started seeing particular celebrities do hair tutorials with horrible techniques, products that weren't affordable, just to cash in on the clout. It's not like they needed the money, for all we know. We don't know. But like they kind of did that to like cash in on the clout that comes with being, coming from small beginnings. Because one thing I have noticed is that people love a good story. They love a good come up. They love to root for the underdog. Like I've seen this left and right, that people just love a good story. They love somebody with a very humble beginning, and then they make it big. You've seen plenty of natural hair content creators go on to be full-on celebrities. Makeup artists from YouTube go on to be full-on celebrities. Like they're elbow to elbow with people who they wouldn't even been able to be in a lifetime be able to elbow to elbow with. But I can definitely say for sure, like, this is not to speak from like, hey, don't be a content creator for natural hair. I tried it. Like, don't do it. I'm not saying, I want to see somebody new. I want to see a new face rise up, because whenever there's like a tutorial that comes out, I was like, let me guess, the same 3 people with the same content, the same effects is going to be on the top of the thing. No one knew. Like, but like I said, at the end of the day, like I showed you guys in previous videos about how the YouTube algorithm works, like they only push what you guys watch. They do. So if you see somebody that you really like and they're a small content creator like me, keep watching their videos, keep sharing it, and mostly fight it out in the comments, even if the comments are just like, I like you the best. You already gave me 7 strikes against the algorithm. They have to put me into the timeline. And the timeline. I said it right, the timeline. So at that point, they have to put me in the timeline, because like there's too much engagement for us not. Because like I said, YouTube goes off of views, but they mostly go off of engagement. That's why you'll sit there and see a video have 1 million views and like 10 comments, and like YouTube won't push it anymore. So if you have comments, it's like, okay, someone's still talking about it. Let's push this person to the top. Let's try to see what else we can push them to or whatever. But I can definitely say for sure, like just just we're living in a different time. Like if I had a time machine, I'd go back. But like I said, I don't regret anything. I stand by my decisions. I was getting my degree at the time when natural hair content creation was peak, but I was getting my whole degree and trying to figure out life, having fun. Cause like when you're a full-on content creator, like the amount of time that I spend on editing, well, since I'm faster now, but way faster. But the amount of time I spend on editing and putting content together, writing scripts up, 21-year-old me wouldn't have had time for that. I promise you that. She would have been like, all right, girl, I'll film 1 episode per year and maybe edit it at the end of the next year. But now I'm older. I'm very much settled, you know, in my career outside of this. I'm very much settled in that to where I have the time to sit down, talk, take a breath, like really put quality content out there, edit it in a timely fashion, and pretty much like you gotta try to say like pretty much put like more oomph into it. Cause I know 21 I would have been selling myself short. I would say I didn't put as much work into my natural hair as well when I was 21. So I can definitely say that aspect as well. But my overall thesis statement, my final thoughts is basically, I wouldn't say that the natural hair content creation has died. I mean, like there's still the 4 people that everybody has chosen to watch, you know, but I do feel like there is a standstill, and I hate that for us because the fact that like people who just imagine like every day, like let's do a statistic, like what, every 5 seconds is a new person creating is a new person turning natural. So they're gonna go on the internet, they're like, oh, I want to learn, and then like everybody's like, we don't do beginner course anymore, we're going right to it. I was like, well, dang, they don't even know how to deep condition yet. Like, slow down. Like even dematting your hair, like I think I did a video of dematting my hair on TikTok and it went viral, and I was like, so there are newbies, because from how I be doing the content on YouTube, like whenever I do content on YouTube, I'm just like, I feel like everybody knows everything. Because I think I spent like 2 or 3 minutes slicking down my hair, and I think I got a comment feedback, and it was just like, we already know how to slick our hair. What's the hairstyle? I was like, Clutches Dragon. I was like, not even pearls. Clutches Dragon. I got this from Walmart, by the way, $5. It's supposed to be a costume. It's magnet. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I was like, oh, excuse me. I didn't know we was past that. Calm down. But I can definitely say, what comments do you feel like it? Do you feel like natural hair content creation is done, or have you seen enough 4K videos of type 4 hair, which I can never not see enough of that. I could watch that all day. But don't forget to subscribe, share. It's clear.